guys, welcome back to our channel. Today's video we are doing a comic haul for mostly, actually I think they're all pretty much back issue comics, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, so we went on our, if you saw our last video, we talked very briefly about that we were going to be going on a little bit of a adventure road trip sort of thing, and we did that. So we went to Idaho and then we came back down to our home-ish sort of, and which is like near Portland. So we stopped at two different comic stores that we've never been to before, and we just wanted to show you guys what we got. The first stop that we made, I had actually been to this comic store before, and it's called Merlin's Comics.
Yep.
And it's in Spokane, Washington. Spokane is probably, it's either like the second or third most populated city.
City in Washington, yeah.
City in Washington. So it's pretty big, and I want to say that there's two different comic stores there.
Yeah.
I can't remember totally, but I had only been to one a few years ago, and it just so happened that they were open the day that we went. The other one wasn't, so it was fine because I wanted to show that place to Burton anyway. I'll just insert the clips, obviously, as you guys can see them, but pretty much it's just this big, huge open area. They have tons of games, comics, and board games.
Yeah,
you know.
card games, board games, all the above.
Yeah. I found that they had a vast majority of back issue comics, but they weren't bronze, silver,
There wasn't very many.
golden age.
Yeah, there was no golden age, no silver age.
Yeah.
Very few bronze age,
Yeah.
and then modern comics.
Right. Majority modern. Going there, they didn't really have any deals necessarily going on for their back issues.
Mm-mm.
It was pretty much cover price mostly, so that was a little bit disappointing. When we go into new comic stores, we tend to look for the ones where we'll get a good deal. We feel like we can just get any of the back issues that we have that we're missing right now. We feel like we can just get them online at cover price or dang near cover price anyways. So what's the fun in that? We did pick up some things though. So they had some that we were missing as far as back issues go, but we just didn't really want to pay cover price for them.
Yeah.
We figured that we'd skip on them. It's not like they're super hard to find comics anyways. They're mostly modern age, the ones that we're missing. So we figure that we can just wait on those until we find somewhere else that has a better deal going on them. But we did find some things.
Yep.
So we will show you guys what we found.
So we found the Batman Who Laughs #4 variant cover, which is a nice find. Deathstroke Year of the Villain cover variant.
It's a cool variant.
Yeah. The Deathstroke #42 variant cover. Red Hood and the Outlaw Year of the Villain variant cover.
Yep.
Then we got Fearless #1 from Marvel.
Yeah. I didn't know about this series.
The Fiercest Ladies of Marvel Universe Unite.
Yeah. I thought I knew about pretty much every new series that was going on right now, but this one I missed. So now
Yep.
I can start picking this one up, so that's cool.
It's Teen Titans
Gosh.
#32 Year of the Villain variant cover. I was so excited to find this because this is my favorite character in DC Comics.
I would just like to say that I'm the one that pointed that out to you.
I know
And
you
if
do.
it weren't for me, you wouldn't have found that.
Probably not.
We got a couple more, like, ones that are is your book comic?
Yeah, it's a comic
Is it
book.
comic? Okay,
Yeah,
it is.
it's a graphic novel.
Okay. And then this one, I think Britton saw at a different comic shop, the one that we normally go to.
Yep.
So it is called Wonder Woman Amazonia, A Tale of the Wonder Woman. So I read this in the car, and this Wonder Woman is not like the regular Wonder Woman. It's almost like, what's it called? Like, almost like a fan fiction.
Well, it's an
Sort of.
Elseworlds comic, yeah.
Yeah, sort of Wonder Woman.
So it's going to be far out there.
Right. So it's not, so it's got like the same characters as in Wonder Woman. Like, it has Steve Trevor, but it's like not like any other Wonder Woman at all. I think this was published in 94, I want to say. Oh, 1997. And, yeah, it's very different from the regular Wonder Woman, but at the same time, she is still the queen Amazonian. She's still like as tough as like the normal Wonder Woman, but it's just very different. But I highly recommend this, actually. It's very different, but it's kind of a cool take on it. And then his,
I got for my graphic novel, I got The Adventure Zone. So, it is a fantasy comic where it's kind of like goes off on Dungeons and Dragons and stuff like that. It's kind of like the main reason why I got it, because I play Dungeons and Dragons, and I've heard a lot about this book, and so I had to pick it up. It's actually really funny.
Did you finish it?
Yes, I read it all the way.
Nice.
And the last page was like, okay, made you want the next one to come out, but they have to do that.
Is there going to be another one coming out?
Yes, there is going to be. As far as I know, in the works, yes.
We just got those two for pretty much just the car ride to read, so
yeah,
that helped us pass the time. And then this next stack back here we got from a place in Richland?
Yes, Richland, Washington.
Richland, Washington. It's eastern Washington, like southeastern Washington. Well, kind of central eastern Washington state, and it's in a very, I don't want to say deserted, but it's not like a high touristy area. Like, it doesn't get a lot of foot traffic over on that side of the state. But holy crap, I was so surprised when I went into this comic store, because we found all these comic stores like months ago and we bookmarked them wanting to go to them. And so I knew nothing about this place, but going in there, I mean, you guys can see the clips. It's huge. Huge.
We didn't even hit half of the store, I don't think.
Yeah, but I think half of it, like the back half of it, was like all books.
Yeah, I think
like
so.
books. But the front end of the store had games, comics.
Yep.
Mostly comics.
Mostly comics.
So they actually had a super good deal. That's why we got this fat stack over here. They had a super good deal going on with their comics. So they do a deal on their back issues. They do buy two, get one free.
Yep.
So they mostly charge cover price. I would say it's basically
almost all of them.
Pretty much all of them are cover price. But it's still like
still a dang good
deal.
Still a
really good deal, because you're getting one for free, equal or lesser value. So we got a lot.
Yep.
These ones are all ones that we were missing in our collection, and I think there were 2 comics in there that he just picked up just for the heck of it.
Yeah.
Or no, a couple more, because you got the what ifs. So
yeah.
So we'll just start in order here. We got a couple bombshells here, 31, 32. I'm missing a whole bunch from this series. This is the first Bombshell series, not the Bombshells United. I haven't collected the Bombshells United one yet. I need to read this one still, so I need to see what I feel with this storyline, and then I'll decide whether I want to get the Bombshells United after that. So let me know if you guys have read this series, if you guys like it, because I haven't started it yet and I really need to, but I'm also missing a lot of issues, but I have probably half by now. Alright, who's next?
We'll go with the comics that I grabbed, that I picked up.
Okay, so these ones are not really back issues.
Not super back issues, no.
They're just ones that have been published like a little while ago.
So I got Dungeons and Dragons: A Darkened Wish, number 1 and 2.
Of course.
Yep.
And you read these, right?
Yeah, I read those.
You liked them?
Yeah, I really like those ones. Those ones are really good.
Cool.
They go back and forth between time and stuff, like when the kids were younger and when they're older now. So it's really interesting to see.
Okay. If you're a D&D fan, there you go. You'll understand that more than I will.
I mean, that's one you don't even have to understand D&D. It's you just pick it up and read it.
Oh, okay. Well, there you go. 6
Deathstroke comics
of the Rebirth / DC Universe series. Next we have...
Nightwing. We picked up one Nightwing comic that we were missing.
Okay.
I think this one was like the last one because we were like one off from getting the buy one get one, so we're like, just go grab one of the Nightwing ones that we're missing.
Yeah, because they had a bunch of Nightwing that were back issues, but I didn't really understand from my master list that I have on my phone. I didn't really understand what series we still were missing out of this. So I knew that we were missing this one, or he knew that we were missing this one for sure. So I just need to recheck what's in our long boxes and see which ones we still need to get.
3 different What If comics.
This is the new series of What If. They redid the whole series.
So I was really excited to see this. So this is What If X-Men. It just says #1. Usually they have another title on them, and I don't see the title.
It's called What If X-Men #1. That's all. That's cool though.
Yeah.
They made the art.
Yeah, the art on this one's really interesting.
He looks very realistic. Cable.
Mm-hmm. Cable and Domino.
Oh, and Domino, yeah.
Next one is What If Marvel Comics went metal with Ghost Rider. So I flipped through a few pages and it looks really cool because they actually have Robbie Reyes in a rock band.
Oh my gosh. That's kind of cool. I might want to read that.
Yeah. What If Magic became Sorcerer Supreme? So this one I liked a lot. I love the art on this one. Very mild toned, except for the red in there that really pops.
Cool. I think I might want to read this series because I feel like the old What If series, it's just very dated, whereas these ones, they've got like modern writers, modern artists, so it's just
This is giant stack of comics of the series that we were missing for her.
For me?
Yes, for you.
Wow.
Actually, there's 2 different series in here.
Okay, so what do we got first?
There we go. Okay, so first off we have Birds of Prey.
This whole stack, I'm not even going to count it. Just
A lot.
12 maybe, 15, something like that.
Yep.
A lot that I'm missing. So I have almost that whole series now. And then the rest are Wonder Woman Rebirth. Just 3 of those. Because I bought a whole bunch of them recently.
Yeah.
Within the last month or 2. Wow! That was our haul!
Oh boy!
Oh boy!
Cool thing with this comic store was that all their comics, if you had a subscription box, was 10% off the comic book.
Yeah.
Now, getting 1 or 2 comics, it's not a lot. But if you're one of those people that have a fat stack of things that they want to read,
yeah,
it's great.
It's great, yeah.
It's 10% off everything.
And I was pretty surprised because this is like a smaller town, and usually with like smaller towns, they tend to like mark things up of the you know what.
Yeah.
So I was really surprised that this place, for one, had so many like pops and graphic novels. Like, how do these people afford all this to start up? Because that's just crazy to me that they had just had so much selection for being such a small town and such like a niche thing. I feel like
maybe in this town it's not so niche, it's everybody does it.
I know. I would say Adventures Underground in Richland, Washington. That one, go to it if you ever so happen to find yourself in the Pacific Northwest.
Yep.
Driving through that area, maybe a little road trip, I would say go to it for sure. What's the other one called?
Merlin's Comics and Games.
Merlin's Comics and Games in Spokane.
If you're a collector,
yeah, if you're having a hard time finding like certain issues for some reason, but they're not if they're a modern age, then you might find it there.
Yeah.
You'll have to pay cover price, but
yep,
it may be worth it to you. And they have lots of variants too. That's another thing.
That was one thing that they had was a wall of just variant covers.
Yeah, that's a really big pro if you're into collecting variants. So that's pretty cool. I don't even have to say it. Adventures Underground takes the...
That was
Adventures
ridiculous.
Underground?
Adventures Underground.
Yeah.
I almost got lost in that store, to be honest.
They take the win for sure. So that was it for our haul. Yeah, if you guys watched our last video, you would know that there was something else that I wanted to mention but didn't really mention right away because
didn't announce.
we just didn't want to get into it. So from here on out, I don't know, I may be the only one doing videos for a while. He may not be in them. We may get one more out. We'll see. Yeah, we can probably get one more out actually right before he leaves. So if you guys don't know, Britton is in the army. He will be deploying soon overseas, and I will not be going with him as part of the overseas thing. They do not allow spouses to go with the deployments.
Yep.
So I will be staying here, keeping the home steady, you know, keeping it all afloat here. And so yeah, I'll be by myself until
I come back.
Yeah, until he comes back. So it's gonna look like August, maybe next August of 2020.
Yep.
Is when he will be back. So that's our little announcement there. I'm going to be filming for my channel. I have another channel, and that's pretty much our announcement.
Yep.
I am going to be doing basically just the general stuff that we do now, just comic book hauls and movie reviews and favorites, but I have a whole list of videos ideas that I want to do, so it's just a matter of doing them myself. Hopefully I can, but I'm pushing for 2 videos a week, but I'm gonna say 1 for sure because I don't want to jump the gun right now. So we're gonna ease our way into it, so we'll see how it goes. I think that's it for this video, you guys.
Yep.
If you guys like this video, please give it a thumbs up, hit that subscribe button down below, ring that notification bell, that way you are notified when we post next. Thank you guys for watching, and we will see you all in our next video. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.